Hi, everyone. My name is Maggie Cahill.
I'm Father Joe Carey, and we want to welcome you to the Cup of Joe.
Well, FJ, what do you have there in your hand
Well, I
besides
got
your
a
coffee?
I have this little.
Here, can I hold your coffee for you?
Sure. I have this. Give us this day, and it's a daily readings.
Yes.
And I was struck yesterday by the gospel, which is a brief one, Matthew 11:28 to 30. And it starts out, Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart, and you will find rest for yourselves. For my yoke is easy and my burden light." And I love this gospel because of the fact that it reminds me of something important at Notre Dame.
What's that?
That's the statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which is maybe 30 yards from the administration building, walking straight out of it. And Jesus is standing there, and there's a written on the pedestal is Veni te ad me omnes, come to me everyone. And his arms are outstretched, sort of like this, so welcoming, so comforting, so saying to everyone who just stops and looks for a moment that this is Jesus calling me, and Jesus can be with me even if I'm really tired, or even if I am struggling. And I think that to help students and others to see this, we have the grotto, we have these other places, but here's Jesus in giving this directive from this gospel. So I think that's a pretty beautiful thing.
That is beautiful.
So what about for you?
Well, for me, one gospel passage that I've always really liked and connected to is the wedding feast at Cana, and I don't have it with me to read, but
it's written by John.
I think
John wrote it,
right, and I would say a lot of people are pretty familiar with it. It's
yeah, they might hear it at a
weddings.
wedding.
Yeah, but for those who maybe aren't familiar, it's a wedding feast. Jesus is there, his mother is there, and they run out of wine, and so Mary asks, but closer to commands Jesus to turn the water into wine. And he's a little upset with his mother for asking him to do this, because he knows that as soon as he does this, people are going to start to wonder what's going on with this guy who can turn this water into wine. But he obeys and does what she asks and performs the first miracle. It's the first miracle, right?
Right.
Turning the water into wine. And so at the University of Dayton, which is where I went to college, they have a huge statue of Mary. And it's like over life size. It's like bigger than even just like an average person. And at her feet, they have some jugs. And then inscribed in the bottom, it says, "Do whatever he tells you." And it's outside of one of the buildings where I used to always have breakfast. And there's a few things in the building. There's like a place for breakfast, there's classrooms, there's kind of like a lounge area. So I was over there all the time. And so when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do next after college, I would often just kind of stop there and look at it and sort of meditate on that passage and Mary's words to Jesus and Jesus's subsequent actions. And so there's a lot of things I could credit to my decision to be an ACE teacher, but that's probably the biggest one.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. I thought you were gonna say that when you're out rowing,
Mm,
when you're looking at the water and you're saying, "I wish Jesus were in this boat.
yeah.
He could turn that into wine and I'd be happy."
Yeah. Well, one of my other favorites is the stories of Jesus walking on the water and Jesus calming the
You're a
storm.
water person.
Because when I'm out there on the boat, sometimes it can get a little crazy.
Uh-huh.
So that's a close second, but a story with Mary always has my heart, I would say.
Oh,
So
that's wonderful.
yeah.
And so I hope that everyone out there has their stories of
Hmm.
Mary or Jesus and can find something to connect with it, what
Hmm.
they appreciate in the Gospels,
Hmm.
because I think that makes them alive for us
Hmm.
and really important. And so we just want to tell everyone have a good end to the summer and know that
We
we
love
love
you.
you.